It was a cold and rainy night, but it actually passed by without incident. How's that for a little narrative subversion there, you know? Not clever? Yeah, mildly clever. Anyway, it was cold and rainy last night. The noise of the rain on the van interrupted my rest a little bit, so did the cold. I mean, it wasn't freezing, but any skin that was exposed to the air inside the van was uncomfortably cold. So I cocooned in my big fleecy hoodie with the Grogu's on it and my blanket over that. The car park was fine, perfectly quiet, secluded. I've heard one car this morning, which I think was just a rubbish pickup because it sounded like someone was fiddling with the rubbish bins. But yeah, not a terrific night's sleep, and my shoulders are killing me today. Duck. Ah, I missed getting the shot of the duck. As soon as I got the camera ready and flipped, he disappeared on me. No, he didn't. He's back in the tree, but I can't see him clearly from here. Trust me, there's a duck. There. Right there, there's a duck. I promise you. So, today's plan. It's been, what, 3-4 nights sleeping rough, wild, stealth. I think it might be time to... Jeez. That metal's cold. Thermodynamics. Go figure. Oh, speaking of which, I'm still in the same town as I was previous video, so I hope the toilets in there aren't the same metal ones that I faced yesterday morning. Oh, man. So yeah, campsite. And I need a paid campsite somewhere with a kitchen and power. I need power. I've got about 40% left in the big battery power bank, and all my other power banks are flat. And well, it's less overcast today, but I don't know if I'm going to get a full charge on the solar today, so yeah, it might be time to commit to that plan of getting a paid campsite. Oh man, it's getting hard holding the camera up. My shoulders are really messed up, man. I'm gonna get 2 nights, so I won't be able to check it until about 2 usually. And that doesn't leave me much of the afternoon to get any work done, but if I stay 2 nights, I can have the entirety of tomorrow to try and get stuff done, like I've been talking about the last few vlogs. Just kept failing to. Please just let me be creative, just make something, because it's chipping away at my sanity. Just this survival mode day after day, and you know, the neurodivergent stuff that's starting to kick in more and more often because I'm living in a constant state of survival mode and stress. It's yeah, this is not a good life for brains that work like mine. I got to try and find a way out of this, but it's so hard to get a foothold on even the concept of a plan, much less execute. Anyway, we'll talk about it. Yeah, they got the metal toilets, but at least these ones have plastic seats. Small mercies. Small mercies. So the sink is an astonishingly shitty design. As you can see, no real tap or faucet, as you Americans would call it. No sensors. How do you activate this? Any buttons? No. Buttons under here? No. Yeah, it turns out this entire front panel, there it is. You can barely see it. Push water. So you stand in front of it, you give it a nudge with your knees or your thighs or whatever. Watch what happens. It is calibrated to ensure that it sprays water directly onto your crotch. Awesome. Oh, coming back from the Dunnies, it started hammering down again. And when I opened the side door to, put away the toothbrush, toothpaste, whatever, and some of my bedding got a little bit wet, so I'm really hoping that dries today. Yeah. See the damp patches? Jeez. Anyway, that's a big problem. If I walk in the rain and I get soaked, if this hoodie gets soaked, I can't dry my clothes properly. I mean, I guess I could try and find a laundromat and use the dryers, but that's the whole thing, isn't it? Anyway, breakfast. These are, I think the chocolate breakfast bars. Did not make it very far from the car park. It started raining pretty heavily as I pulled out. Don't really love driving in the rain, but I don't think I've got much of an option today. I just nearly got caught in the rain again. But I came to another shopping centre car park. It was a Kmart, reject shop, pet store, Bunnings. Basically just spent the last hour slowly wandering around inside those. And got a little bit upset in the pet store. Not exactly sure why. Might have been because I spent so much time playing with dogs yesterday. Maybe I missed it already. And I know a few of you said, hey, why don't you get a dog? That'd be awesome. But that's hail. I sat in this car park for about half an hour before I went to the shops, and then killed, about 50 minutes wandering around. So I guess I've been here for more than an hour. I'll probably sit here for another half hour at least. Wasn't for nothing. I did get something in Bunnings. I got enamel mug, because I was complaining, I think last week, that I only had one coffee cup, and I wanted to make noodles in one and coffee in the other, because I had boiled enough hot water for both, but only had one cup. So now I have two. That was $3.50. It's a piece of shit, but it'll hold liquids. And I got a bowl too. This was $1. For some reason the bowls were on clearance. So $4.50, cup and a bowl. Yay. That's the level of small victories I'm looking for at the moment. Open up the website for a caravan park that's not too far away. Went through to the booking page to check how much it was and stuff, and alright, I could probably just barely justify that for a couple of nights, stay at a powered site. And I couldn't make the booking. I mean, the website was working perfectly. I couldn't bring myself to hit the button. And I don't know what that's about. Honestly, don't. It's one of those weird things that my brain does. I don't know whether it's subconscious self-sabotaging or it's something linked to a shadow of OCD. I do not have OCD. I never claimed to have OCD. And people who use OCD as a pejorative, going, the pens on the table aren't quite a line's perpendicular. Oh, my OCD is acting up. That's not how OCD works, and please stop using the term like that. I know someone with OCD. It is a nightmare of a thing that absolutely disrupts your life in horrifying ways. Please stop using that term so glibly to mean I like things a bit tidy. Because it's really fucking insulting to people who actually suffer with OCD. While we're on the subject, bipolar is the same thing. Oh, the weather's so bipolar today. It was sunny a minute ago, but now it's raining. Oh, bipolar weather. Stop it! Don't diminish the fucking experience, the misery, the struggle that is living with bipolar disorder by using it as some flavor text to describe things that change a bit quickly between, two opposites. That's not how bipolar works. And fuck you for using the term that way, basically. Actually, same thing goes for autism. While we're on the subject, more and more over the last fistful of years, I've seen the word autistic being used in replace of a word that we filtered out of the language because we considered it inappropriate to use it that way. The R word that ends in tard. You know that one? When I was growing up, that was just a way to say things was dumb. That's R word. And then sort of we collectively decided as a responsible society that, well, maybe we shouldn't be throwing that word around. It kind of diminishes people who live with, things like developmental issues and disorders and diseases and acquired brain injuries, all that sort of stuff. So we stopped using that word. We decided it was not okay. I mean, the last year or so it's coming back because, well, the Nazis have gotten bolder and they start using words they know are wrong to use because they're warming up to using the other bigger words they know are wrong to use. You know what I'm talking about. They really want to say that word again, so they're starting with some of the other ones. But yeah, stop using autism to mean something's dumb or however using it pejoratively. Stop it. It's not good enough. Be better people. You watch Family Guy? Remember Ollie Williams' weather reports? Hey Wally, how's the weather today? Where's your umbrella? Inside out, 5 miles away. That's what today is. I don't remember whether I said the thing I intended to say in this segment of recording. Did I make the point I was trying to make? I don't know. I do not understand what is up with me today. So this is the third car park for a shopping centre or whatever that I've just sat in today. A lot of these shopping centre car parks have, 2 to 4 hour permitted stays or whatever. And I've just been driving from one to the other and just sitting here doom scrolling TikTok. I just cannot force my brain to do anything else. I don't know if it's some sort of neurological hangover for what happened yesterday or I don't know. One good thing I did actually, after the third attempt in this car park, actually managed to book a site at a caravan park. Splurged for 2 nights. So I can go and check in sometime this afternoon, probably relatively soon actually, get set up, chill out a little bit, and then all of tomorrow is free, and I really, 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 really do intend and desperately want to be able to just get something done. I'm talking about this for days now, and I feel like if I don't do it tomorrow, I'm just going to feel so annoyed with myself for being incapable of it, and then it's going to It's gonna spiral into a bunch of rumination. I'm getting worse. I am my brain wiring is incompatible with this existence. Something really has to change, and I have to find a way to make it change, but I just don't know how to do that. Sorry, I'm watching someone reverse very, very badly. Oh no, they gave up, drove back in. Gonna try again? I bet you won't hit the car this time. No? Just gonna sit there and wait for that other car to pull out. Okay. Right, yeah. Bad reversing driver made her husband get out of the car. Not to help her, not to guide her, saying, yep, you're right, you have to hand down. But presumably so he would stop hassling her about the job she was doing. Because he just started walking away, and she kept continuing trying to reverse into the car park, and she's just given up. She's at a very cockeyed angle. Like, she's at about 15 degrees to the car park there. Just checking into the caravan park. It seems really lovely here. It's another one of those caravan / retirement type parks, I think. And I did the autistic thing to the lovely lady at the reception when I was checking in. How are we today? Correct answer for neurotypical is fine, thanks. How are you? That's not a real question. Instead, I said, actually, I have a bit of a rubbish day. Anyway, she had a little weird look on her face. Oh, don't know how to respond to that. Wasn't really asking you a question. Anyway. Alright, I am all sealed up in the back of the shuttle pod. As soon as I went horizontal, my body just went... My shoulders and my back, they just all came to the forefront all of a sudden. Like, I've been conscious of it all day, but now that there's nothing else to focus on, that's processing priority number one. The amount of discomfort, tension, and pain that's sitting there. But I have really acute proprioception. Proprioception is, well, it's your sixth sense, basically, the one that nobody talks about. But it is a legitimately, medically recognized sense. And it's your brain's awareness of the position, condition, tension, pressure of your body, like everything in your body. So when you close your eyes, you know your hand's on your chest. You know exactly where that is. Or if you're holding it, above your head, you know exactly where your hand is, because that's your proprioception. Proprioception. Can't say it when I'm lying down and tired. Mine's always ramped up. I'm always very consciously aware of my body position, temperature, texture against my skin, that kind of stuff. And autistics are very commonly sensitive to that. But yeah, mine got particularly acute after my back got fucked up, because for those of you who have never lived with a back injury, either temporary or chronic, as in mine, you suddenly become extremely aware that nothing in your body, no movement you make, no limb extremity moves without something adjusting in your back to counter that movement, that balance, that, whatever. So yeah, I don't have any specific memories of, except for clothing, texture, sensitivities. Like there was clothing my mum used to make me wear when I was young and too young to choose my own clothing, that I really friggin' hated wearing it. It would always put me in such a foul, annoyed mood all day. Again, wasn't diagnosed with autism until 20 because nobody fucking cared back then. Nobody was aware of it enough to go, hey, that cluster of behavior that child is exhibiting constantly. Maybe we look into that. No, that didn't happen. Which is why, of course, people think autism is on the rise. Like, there's more and more kids being diagnosed with autism. There must be something changed. Yeah, what changed was the awareness of it. Okay? The statistical number of people diagnosed properly with it, because we are more aware of it, because we're having conversations about it in ways we never used to have, and it would spread in ways we never used to have. Social media, for example. It just drives me batty that people just do not get that. You know, the red hat crowd typically. Oh, something must have changed. There's more kids with autism. No, there isn't. There's more diagnosed cases of autism. What was I talking about? I don't know. I'm struggling to not wander off my point today. You might have noticed. My brain is meandering. Anyway. I'm going to record a sign-off now. Far earlier in the day than I usually do, but I can't see me doing anything else of interest through the rest of the day. I'll give you a little tour of the park I'm staying at tomorrow's vlog, because I've got a feeling we've already waffled too much in this one. But it seems perfectly fine. It seems fine. A few weird things, but it seems fine. So yeah. Thank you to everyone who's supporting with the likes and the comments, the PayPal and the Patreon and the Super Chats. I really do appreciate that very, very much. Hope you know that. I mean, I know I rattle off the same thank you at the end of these vids, almost like it's a script. It's not scripted. It's just, it's another autism thing, scripted conversation. It's a way that I have strung together words to concisely try and communicate my gratitude. The trouble is, if you repeat it the same way at the end of every video, it starts to sound disingenuous, doesn't it? But there's only so many ways I can say thank you for making a difference in this. So yeah, please take me at my word. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Oh yeah, I know a few of you were interested in taking a look at that new cab stove that I was gifted yesterday too. I'll find a space to show that off. Probably not in tomorrow's video, because I've got an actual kitchen to use if I want to cook something up. But yeah, next time I'm at a campsite and I need to use it, we'll show it off. I promise. But yeah, bye for now.